in winter, like the Rockefellers, Winchesters, and the gun manufacturers, they would come down and spend the winters here in Punta Gorda. Now, the original fishing dock was right at the northbound part of the bridge right there. We had another long dock right there. So Henry Plant got kind of fed up, like everybody was, with all the cattle coming through town. Because they leave a big mess. So he made a deal with, I'll tell you what, I will bring the railroad into town if you get rid of that fishing dock. So they did. At that fishing dock, they had crab houses, bullet houses, load the cattle up. It was a commercial spot. That's when they moved it down to the Ball Street dock. So they built the train depot, and lo and behold, he puts the train depot right at the base of his hotel. Money has its privileges. So, I mean, you stepped off the train, right into his hotel. But that brought the train people onto board. There still weren't many people here at all, still. But, that was the beauty of it back then. So, Hotel Punta Gorda has many decades of opulence and decades of advance. There's different name changes, different owners. One time it's called the Brother Harbor Spot. So we used to have a lot of springs here, all over. Hot spring, cold spring. In fact, we still have a artesian well down on the corner of Taylor and Marion Street right there. People used to get water, feed their cattle, horses, it's still there. But, we still have a hot spring here in Northport called the Warm Middle Spring. We almost lost it to the developers, but we lucked out. It's a historical registry is protected. It's good. The too many things have been paved over, that's for sure. So, because this is such an isolated place here, this is everything is away from prying eyes. Back in the late 1950s, they have to realize back then. I'm sure there's a few of you that are on here that used to remember what that was like. That was during the Cold War with Russia, Cuba. That I remember being in elementary school, we had to do nuclear drills. We had to get out of our desks, don't look out the window, but a bright flash. But that was just the way life was. You had that veil over you as part of life. So this was a place that we had a lot of CIA agents, FBI agents, a lot of secret agents. This is where we trained for the Bay of Pig invasion. Out at Babcock Webb, out at Step Island. That's where they trained for the Bay of Pigs. They could have trained a little bit longer, evidently, but this is where they trained for. So, with all the secret agents here, they said that you should have secret passageways and rooms at Hotel Punta Gorda. And one day, rumor has it that a maid found those passageways, found some of those rooms, and found papers. And that night, the hotel burned to the ground. Now, it was built with Dade County pine, which is Dade County's Miami. Very hard wood, burns hot, fast. And they worried that the entire town was going to burn down because the fire was so hot. They were worried too because they had a fuel oil tank. They had to keep water on it all night long. If it blew up, the town would have gone. Luckily, it did blow up, but the Hotel Punta Gorda was gone forever. They say that's why it burned down. It's always been speculation, but it sounds feasible to me. That may or may not be on your test. So. All right, part of the time period going back in the early 1900s. And one of the reasons Henry Plant was here too, to own all this land, because they had a highway they were building from Miami to Tampa. It's called the Tamiami Trail. Perfect name because it's still called that today. It was going to connect Miami to Tampa, and they could not connect that road until they had bridges that came over the Caloosahatchee River down at Fort Myers and the Peace River right here. So they started work on the bridge in the early 1900s. This when World War I was going on. So they needed a lot of these materials for the war. So they took some shortcuts. Now the bridge was a flat bridge. It had a swing span in the middle to let all the river traffic come through. A lot of our commerce came by water. So they were mixing, like I said, seawater with concrete. They would have the problems like that. When they finally opened the bridge, 1921, July 4th, they had a huge issue. Had over 2,000 people that came to this park, which is just insane.
What's going on, everybody?
There's nowhere
Kinda loud here.
They had to come all the way from Alabama to Georgia, you know, for the party. But they didn't have entertainment. It was just blown away based on what we have today. So they didn't have this. So with the party, they had bands, they had fireworks, they had big lunch specials, fish fries, they had fun. This is a big fun. When they finally opened the bridge, they found out, I know they knew way before this, the bridge was inadequate. It was too narrow. It was built for horses, buggies, and one Model T, Model 8, and coming on over. So the bridge wasn't going to work. So they had to start working on the other bridge. So they took up the center span, and they made where the power lines are, that's where the bridge was right there. They took out the center span, and they made it into a fishing pier until the mid-1970s. When they felt that this disrepair, people were falling through, a couple people drowned, and they tore it down. Now, that bridge is still being used today, it's just being used by the fish and the fishermen. That's artificial reef all underneath the power. Now, speaking of fishing, I'm also a fishing guy. If anybody wants to talk about fishing or know about fishing, but, we took the rest of the road out to an area on the harbor, Alligator Reef, and put the bridge down out there, so it's still being used. What really changed the face of this area was in 2004, we had a little event called Hurricane Charlie that came to town. That was a wicked, wicked storm. It was moving up through the Gulf, going to go to Tampa. But it made a turn. It came right across the Capsaicin Island, came right across the harbor, and went away right up to the top, like where we are right now. Luckily, it was a small storm, but very powerful. It was fast moving, or 15 miles an hour. But it totally just devastated Punta. That's because our building codes back then, we hadn't had a hurricane since 1960, Hurricane Dot. So our building codes weren't what they are today. After Hurricane Andrew in Miami, they changed the building codes to the Dade County standards. Everything is built now built to those standards. But this was not the case in Charlotte. So we totally just came to the giant cyclone and destroyed it. We're very proud of this town, our history, so we came back and restored it. Now, fast forward about 6-7 months ago, we had Hurricane took the same exact path. Now, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a meteorologist, I do spend a lot of time on water and everything. And I firmly believe that because it's fed by hot water. They come off of Africa, they go through the Caribbean, and they get into the southern Gulf of Mexico. That time of year, August, September, when the water's hot. I believe that the storms are picking up a lot of temperature differences in Charlotte Harbor. And it's pretty cool. So it's like a magnet pulled and turns it this way. And it came on across. It was a massive storm, not like Charlie. It put more Charlies than I had used. Those are a massive, massive storm. They were calling, we were eventually lucky not to get the part of the storm that it got. If it had gone where they said it was going to go, we would have been Fort Myers Beach. We would have been Santa Barbara. We would have had all that massive damage. We have a saying that you hide from the wind, and you run from the water. They were predicting
How's it going?
storms, and they were predicting Category 5 winds, which is not surviving. But we were lucky that we didn't get that. We didn't get the eye, we didn't have a massive amount of damage. But it's not the same as Hurricane Charlie, because our structures were built after Charlie.
Cheers.
All right, we're going to come out here and open the water. Now, these dolphins, they recognize the sound of the boat. So, if they start coming over here, they're coming over here to be entertained. That's why it's super important to make noise. See, if they get along, they're going to be in one of three places. You know, out, either side of the boat. Wait. What they do is they ride the pressure wave, waves just like a surfer on a surfer. When they're doing that, they're having fun. So they're here to be entertained, just like you guys want to be entertained. It's a trade. So you see it? Makes it on.
Already seen two manatees earlier.
Now back in the like 1800s, again, we had malaria, LV. In fact, it was so bad that the people would leave the cities like Tampa, Jacksonville in the summertime to get away from the mosquitoes. Malaria. So this was a big salt march. We had two fellows that I guess was popular back in the day, so they were going to build a fast hotel, which was structured and built like a triangle, 60 feet tall, slatted, over the top. They were going to look fast to them and fly out at night, keep the mosquitoes, come back to the next hotel. And eat their doctor, one. That's how they were going to make their money. But the higher we started at the further. So they built it, put it out in the marsh. They wanted 200 bats for a few. He was very novice, as one case. They got the bats here.
Yeah.
Mosquito population was not back. They were making money off their money crops. But one by one, these bats were disappearing. The numbers were dwindling. So somebody finally pointed out these guys, not smart as they were, and all the bats they brought back to the were all bull bats. They were male bats. There was not going to be any baby bats. So that was it. Once all the bats were gone, they were moved. But down in the lower keys, you're going to keep it, you'll have a bat hotel. You're down that way, so I can see it, and see what it's all about. Now, this area up here, you see the point where that sailboat is, all back in that area. That's an area called PGM, Monaco Island.
Yep.
Anybody live back there? Anyone? That's one of our main subdivisions developed. Back in the late 1950s, that was still the swamp, salt marsh. So we had two CIA agents that were here from CIA agent region. They saw that land and they had a vision, just like every plant had a vision. So they pooled their money together, life savings, came up with $50,000. They started dredging, they started digging canals, 100 foot wide, 20 foot deep, put all the filters up, dry the land out, and started selling homes back there. You could buy a house back when they opened it up for like $16,000. Today you can't even buy a door knob for one of those houses. That's how it got started. That's one of our biggest numbers. Now, they say that when they built those hotels, they built the development back there, that they connected a couple of the houses with tunnels. Because again, we had secret agents. So that way they could have their clandestine meetings without seeing the same car driveway all the time. So they say that's what they did. I don't know if they've been filmed in it or what, but they say that you can see this in Washington. You can go up to Washington and look at the plans, and they post those plans like every April 1. Oh, you don't got it. April 1, April 1st. June? Yeah. All right. I saw you a little scribbling back there. Thank you for that. All right, this area on the right-hand side of the river, that's Lord's Chart. They have canals back in their subdivisions, all back in this area right here. You can see it gets to a point where there's no buildings anymore. That's because back in the 70s, the state had forced the project the heart. They didn't want to end up like Tampa Bay, Biscayne Bay in Miami. They weren't protected. And they did it, and they
That's crazy, Dustin.
protected estuary. It's a good thing they did. I believe that once that happened, the UFO came down, picked up the competitions, took them away, replaced it with a new one. At least we got that done because it's a massive step in protecting other ones. Certainly appreciate having the first thing to do. Good call. Now we're going to step a little further back into history, back to our earliest settlers, which were the Clues Indians. They were here from around 500 BC to 1500. This was their universe. They controlled everything back then like we do. This whole area with the mangrove shoreline, that's what it looked like back when they controlled it.
You have to send me pictures of that. I'm kind of curious.
So back in 1500, fellow named Ponce de Leon came sailing into St. Augustine, searching the fountain of Ponce de Leon. And he thought it was a beautiful place. He thought it was an island. He called it La Flor, which is Spanish for the flower. So he sailed south and came all the way around the Florida Keys up into our harbor. He named it San Carlos Bay after his king. You cannot come to these waters without Clues Indians knowing. Now, the difference between the Cluses and the Spaniards was the Cluses got all their nourishment from the sea. Everything came from the sea, all their fish, shell, everything. They were very healthy people. They were very thirsty. And Spaniards were just the opposite. I mean, they were fierce, but they were short. Ponce de Leon was barely 5 feet tall. He towered over his men. Yeah, they came into these waters. He was met, which had been pretty scary because the Cluses were normal sized people, 5'10", 6'2", naked, tattooed, with a good shot. With a
That's really cool.
Spear. And they quickly ran.
I see Coleman had a
So before
travel
he left,
adventure type drill to do.
Because they reproduced quickly. He knew when he came back, he would have a food. Today we have a huge problem with wild hogs, wild pigs. And every one of those pigs goes back at the DNA of those original pigs.
Hopefully we see some dolphins here on this live stream. We got another, we got like 52 minutes left, I think, of this whole tour. Hopefully we see something. Pretty good history, though. This guy's pretty good.
Now, one thing that amazes me, how we don't learn from history. Now, the closest would put all their bones, all their food in one spot.
Calusa is what they're talking about. It's also a beer place down here too.
They call these mittens. We have all our islands out there. If they're not perfectly flat, you see a rise, a hill, those are mittens. Those are Calusa Indian villages. So you think we would learn, but for so many years, we still would build our dwellings at sea level. The Calusas do better. People don't mind to get out of the storm, but we did. Now we know that all of our little Dade County building codes, you have to be elevated so high above sea level to be able to build. So it only took 1,000 years to figure that out.
You can't have basements in Florida either. It's another weird thing, but kind of makes sense though.
But the Calusas were fierce people. The Ponce de Leon came back. Came back to finish his plundering and looking for treasures. So they had many wars that went on, battles. And slowly but surely, the Calusa was being worn down. A lot of it had to do not so much with
Nah, there's nothing yet. I'm looking, besides where the camera's pointing, I'm looking at other places.
So one of their leaders,
There's really nothing. We've seen dolphins in the very beginning of it. That's pretty much all we've seen so far. I'll let you know, though. I'll say something. I'm sure this guy speaking will say something, too.
Actually, the Seminoles and the Creek Indians were the first snowbirds. They don't come down to the winter to hunt and fish. So they were the original snowbirds.
Thank you.
When the Seminoles finally came down and fell shot down here, and the Seminoles in the Everglades where they stood up. Actually made it well to it. And they helped to really get rid of the forces back in the end. They're the ones that finally.
I might have to do some more smash burgers from yesterday today. I have 10 more patties left. I got to get rid of them.
Early settlers fell in island called Key West, which is island home, an island called Key West. That was the end of the Clues Indian. Back today, you cannot find.
Myra Page, what's going on? Good to see you again. Always a pleasure.
They left a lot of their tools and history and art and way of life.
Hopefully this isn't too boring. I just thought it was something fun. Drove down here. It's a little ways from my house. I told you guys yesterday I was going to be live streaming around 8 o'clock, but it takes quite a bit to get down here. Plus, hung out for a little bit, some other places, and we're here now. We still haven't eaten anything, so after this, we're probably going to go eat some food. I might, I don't know if I'll do the entire 90 minutes on this boat cruise. It might be getting a little bit boring, but if I'm trying to wait, see if we see anything. If not, I might end the stream, and then later on, I might come back on here, and you guys can hang out with us a little bit, depending on where I stop at next to eat, and we can talk a little bit. But that'd be cool to kind of get on here. I told you guys I was going to get on here, so I wanted to definitely get on here at least one time, at least during the day, and see you guys and see what everybody's up to. Always good to see you guys. Appreciate it very much. You guys stopping in. Like I say, I hope it's not too boring, but if in case we see some dolphins, I'm kind of stretching this out. It's all together, it's a 90-minute tour on this thing. So I'm trying to stay on here as long as I possibly can and see if we see some dolphins. But this guy, from what I've heard, was pretty informative as long as the history of Punta Gorda. So I thought it'd be kind of neat so you guys can actually kind of see some water and some land a little bit. My camera's not the greatest on my phone, but hopefully we'll see something. I'm looking around. I got my head on a swivel right now looking for some dolphins. We seen dolphins on the very beginning, but even that was very short-lived. But yeah. It's a pretty good view. You guys missed earlier. That wasn't on live stream, but it was. We got the tickets, and then we were 45 minutes early, so we went and got a drink. We were originally gonna eat first, and before we got on here, but so we placed our food with her, and then ironically enough, she goes, "It was gonna take about 30 minutes," and we actually had to cancel the food order because it was at 1:45 we had to get on here. So, but during that time, it was the heat was pretty unbearable. It's like 101 degrees outside because we're on the ocean side of it. So sometimes you can get very cool areas, but it's very hot right now. But right now it's not too bad. But excellent view though. I would agree with you there, Arsenic, on that one. We're under the shade, as you can see right there, and it's the sun's kind of covered by the clouds, so that's a good thing. But we're gonna hang out for here a little bit. I might give it another 10, 15 minutes. If we don't see anything, I might shut it off, and later on I come back on here and if we see something. But for sure though, I will definitely jump back on a live stream here today when I finally meet my destination where we're gonna eat at, because we're actually very hungry, but it's pretty relaxing. Had a few beers. We're kind of enjoying ourselves here. I'm kind of trying to get out and do some other stuff. I got the next couple of days off, so I don't want to sit at home all day, for the next 4 days and going nuts. But I will be here. If you guys want to throw a comment down there, I will definitely respond. For the most part, I'm going to let this guy talk, but he kind of got quiet now all of a sudden. I'm not sure if he's concentrating on driving somewhere or if he sees something, but I am definitely here for you guys. I will rotate the screen so you guys can see more of the water. picture of it. And there we go. That's pretty much all you can see. We're kind of in open seas right now, so there's like nothing to look at. You can on the other side of it. Nope, wait, let me see. There we go. Yeah, pretty good view. I definitely agree with you on that one. Like, it's fairly calm and a little choppy on the water. I don't know about all you guys, but I kind of grew up on the water. Grew up on boats, so I know kind of what to expect, but it's not that great as far as bad chop. So it's a great day to be on the water. This boat's pretty big, so it's like I would say it's about 90-foot boat. You can see a lot of people. It's very underpopulated this boat, so it's pretty cool. As far as smash burgers for later, I'll probably be doing the same one I did yesterday, which was pretty much the Big Mac. I did a Big Mac smash burger iteration from Sam the Cooking Guy. And I actually ate. I did the one with Dustin on the live stream. Then I had another one later on in the night. I did 3 ounce patties, and both of them were doubles. So I did 12 ounces of meat yesterday. I was pretty much done in after that second one. I was laying around after the second one. I was pretty much done for the day. It's pretty much a struggle with it. Definitely really good. You guys see me do. I did the Reaper Ranch powder, which is a really incredible sauce. I'm a big fan of Johnny Scoble and all them guys at Blazing Foods. So their powders are amazing, and that ranch is. Give me 1 second. That ranch powder is really amazing because you can put a little bit on and it's not burning hot. So even someone who's not a chili head can experience what a Carolina Reaper tastes like as far as the smokiness and the flavor and the heat, how it gradually builds up, but not burning the mouth off, which is really cool. So I'll be doing that pretty much. Add bacon this time. I'll probably kind of have to add. I'll probably have to go get some bacon because if I recall correctly, I don't have any bacon in the refrigerator. But kind of trying to eat a little bit healthier, so I might not even get that because I've been eating kind of crappy. This morning, I had some crazy thick sausage patty for breakfast with eggs and all that stuff and cheese. And yesterday I had those 2 patties. So I might skip the bacon portion of it because I kind of want to get back into the healthier eating habits. But definitely pretty cool. But I think I might venture back downstairs. I have something to drink here. I've been drinking Bud Light, as you guys can see. I'm on a boat cruise, so I'm kind of trying to enjoy myself a little bit. But overall, it's pretty cool. All right, let me switch back over to. I'm gonna go back downstairs. I'll be right back. Check out the back of the boat.
We're running at about 20 knots.
20 knots? Yeah, probably.
That sailboat well behind.
Yeah, we're dusting that sailboat. Look at that trail.
Yeah, look that way. Definitely twin screws. You can see that. I can smell diesel, so it's diesel power.
Oh yeah, you can smell that.
Not bad, but it's running at 2 knots.
Here's the back of the boat.
All right, photographers on board. We're going to be pulling alongside this solo right here. It'd be a pretty good photo. Here.
Here's the bathrooms right over here. Pretty neat. They got some kind of technology with these bathrooms. Pretty neat stuff. I'm probably gonna shut the stream off. I'll be on here a little bit later. Looking like we're not gonna see anything, but I will definitely be on here later on during the day. Let you guys do your thing, and I'll see you guys the next stop. Hopefully we'll be getting some food, and I'll show you guys later on. I'll see you guys later. Appreciate it. Thanks.